Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised, and I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. A new era, wet my P's and those O's. Need us Phillies with the orange and black to feel home. From Citizens Bank back to Camden Yards, it's a tale of two cities, and trust we go hard. Trust we go hard, yes we go hard. You said we go hard, I said we go hard. Rocking my Bob Cousy, stocking up on the loose. If the lyrics come easy, but the life is a doozy. And yes, I'm choosy, and no, I won't settle, but I still take pop off over that kettle, cause I'm talking bigger picture. And yes, I'm gonna hit you with the...
Hey up! After the success of my last video on TikTok, sadly not on YouTube, which by the way was reposted by Wildcat on TikTok and featured on the No Glut and Terrorizer Reacts channel.
Vanoss clay model. Oh, I can eat again now.
This is just cool.
Yeah.
I just think it's really cool.
It's just enjoyable. It's just enjoyable to see it made.
Oh man, look at that. Look how he done that.
Oh, the fabric as well. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Damn.
Yeah, bro,
That's
the paint is so
good.
good.
Oh, I see what he's making now. The platform for Night Owl. Like in
What
GTA,
is special about that?
In GTA, they had the gargoyle in the corner of the screen. So that's a little Easter egg. You remember the gargoyle?
Vanoss should order that.
He can send it to me, and then I'll give it to Vanoss and say I made it. Evan, I made you
I
this.
got you a gift.
I miss you so much. I've been very busy learning how to do this. I hope you like it.
Any chance he gets the clay is Vanoss.
Hey, it is what it is, bro.
You taste so good.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the man.
He's so
I wanted to milk the Vanoss nostalgia again, so I'm making a classic clip from the Vanoss crew, the Great Dorito War. And to do that, I'm starting by using this packet of Doritos to make the base for the tiny packet of Doritos that I'm going to sculpt. Or should I say packets? Because I'm going to make 6 of them. I'm going to be using Cos clay for no particular reason other than I like it, and I think most sculptors on YouTube either use Cos clay or Super Sculpey, and everyone I've seen who's used Cos clay all agree, it's the dog's bollocks. To speed up the process of conditioning the clay so it can be applied, I'm using a pasta machine and running it through to make sheets. I can then cover my Dorito packet in the clay to get a basic roundabout shape of a Dorito packet, making sure to make the ends pointy and the bulk of it as smooth as possible. Now in GMOD, where this war takes place, all the crisp packets are holding crowbars, and so I've prodded and bent the top of the packet to hold the eventual crowbar in place. Once it's all smooth, I've used a silicone shaper to add some crisp packet crinkle lines where I think they would be, mainly around all the corners, and then that's all done, and we're on to the next one. This one's going to be Wildcat, so he's going to be bent over giving his team a speech before the war. So basically, I'm following the exact same steps that I've just done, but a bit more bendy. Some spritzes of alcohol can get rid of any fingerprints I might have accidentally left behind my crime scene, and then they can get baked in the oven. For the crowbar, I've used a small piece of armature wire which I've flattened with some pliers and cut down the middle. I then flattened the other end and bent both ends into a crowbar shape. And to make the crowbar a bit more realistic, I've sanded it down to make it seem a bit rougher. I then did this 5 more times. I then get started on a base. This war takes place on the moon, which isn't as strange as it seems when you consider the fact that we're talking about packets of crisps fighting each other with crowbars over crisp racism. Or if you're American and you use the English language the wrong way, chip racism. Anyway, once I've smoothed all this clay out, I've rolled up a cylinder of foil to rub all over the clay to get some rocky but not too rocky texture, and then I've just gone ham with a ball stylus and a bunch of rocks. Once it's been cured in the oven, I've stuck it onto the wood base with some super glue, and I've cleaned up the edges with a knife. There's a slight gap between the clay and the wood, so I've got some quick drying hole filler to patch it all up. Once that's all dried, I've sanded the edges down for a smooth finish and primed it black. I also need the painting setup. And then I really need to start remembering to flip my mat the other way when I'm painting, because I can't even pick something up without getting paint everywhere. Once I've got my cutting mat on painting side up, I've given the base a few coats of lighter and lighter greys, drying in between with a heat gun because I'm lazy, and then I've tried to wet blend the light and darks together sporadically. While the wet paint dries, I got to work on the crowbars, and they get a haphazard few spots of dark greys, and I'll wait for them to dry before going back to them later. Then the base gets a black wash which will seep into all the cracks, and when dabbed at with a paper towel, gives a really cool, realistic effect. I can then meet this with a few white dry brushes to pick out the fine details, and that's my base complete. I've then gone back to the crowbars with a sanding stick to randomly remove some of the paint, so it looks like it's been chipped. Like a crowbar. Okay, onto these. Man, stop the music. This is where the whole project fell apart for me. I had some transfer paper that you might recognise if you watched my last video, but this time I primed the model white, so I had high hopes that it would work. This was absolutely soul-crushing. Yet again, the transfer paper is just too fiddly. It just won't come off the paper, and as soon as I pick it up, it just all squelches together. I don't know if squelch is the word I'm looking for there. It just goes together weirdly and just won't. It doesn't apply, okay? It's just shit. It's shit. It's just fucking shit. And if we're being real, I don't have the skills to paint them all individually, so from this point forward, you're going to have to squint your eyes and stand at the other side of your room for it to look half decent. With that blunder out of the way, I'm going to stick some armature wire in the bottom of each one and mount them onto my sculpting block. I need a base coat of red and blue, and I started using paintbrushes, but I was already in a frustrated state and it wasn't working for me, so I just airbrushed them. I've wet blended a few different shades of reds and blues as best as my temperament would let me, and then I actually managed to get the Doritos text transfer to work. It does eventually need to be white, but it's a start.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
I've finished painting. I know I'm not too chuffed with it either, but I've given it a coat of high gloss varnish so it shines like a crisp packet, and then I can glue the crowbars to the top. This started out as a fun, quick and easy idea, and now it's probably turned into my most hated project to date. Now all that's left to do though is to assemble them onto the base in their respective positions, and thankfully I called it there.
We've suffered too long. You see those fuckers over there? You see them? Yeah. Right here? They have done absolutely nothing wrong, but they're blue. I've always hated the color blue. You know why?
Why?
No reason. With all that being said, we have to kill them.
Each chip.
Each chip.
Inch by inch.
Because what kind of cheese are we, men?
Nacho cheese!
That's damn right! Nacho cheese! Alright, on the count of 3, we're gonna get them. 1.
Guys, get ready.
2.
And brace for impact.
3.
Let's go.
Nacho cheese!
Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby, do you do it that way? Do you do that? Do you take a ray? Yeah, you know that I'm a beast when I kill it on the beach. Like it's sex on the beach, like it's Malibu. Take it to the California way, cause we do it, yeah, baby, we can California.